Mark.
No, we do that in the other thing.
We're live.
Fresh Mark can make moves whenever he wants.
Fresh Mark can make a move at any time.
Yeah,
Please do the intro,
time.
Jack.
He's dodgy like that. Man, did you see? I'm talking about running a beam saber one shot, and I was going to goof about making Fresh Mark.
Wait, are we live?
Yeah, we are. I mean, we're live, guys. Come on.
Yeah, and right. Hey,
Professional.
hello.
Extremely professional.
PATHCO time. It's me and the Ragtag Gang.
I'm doing the right voice.
What?
Do the intro voice.
Do the intro voice.
But it's really hot and hello, adventurers, and welcome to the wonderful world of PATHCO. Yes, here we are again. It's been several indeterminately long weeks because, fuck. Whoa.
It's been
It's been 2 weeks. 2 whole weeks. It's felt like a fucking hiatus.
It's been one time.
It's been 1 week. No, we're not doing that one.
Oh, I was about to.
Okay. That'll be our charity Christmas single, Festivus single.
Nice.
So last time you guys started prepping for an assault on the fledgling empire of Sobek, who is the sort of crocodile-headed, slightly vain, quote-unquote god of one. So he seems to be trying to settle down some roots in what was formerly a sizable chunk of Scumport. So yeah, he's sort of squatting in the area of the city that formerly contained the bazaar, where yourselves had a lot of memorable adventures trying to get necromantic shit. Yeah, you got Toast from and Mad Max.
I got at least 20% of Gilhelm from there.
Scorpions that then came back to try and kill you.
Ah, yeah,
That
good times,
happened.
good times.
And some of those
The
scorpions came
Pathfinder
back
Society
and
is also there.
And most importantly, the Scumport Tar Pits.
And museum and gift shop. I'm just gonna keep amending things onto it. Next campaign, when they come back, it'll be and gift shop and ice rink.
Sigmund rules part of it now.
Sigmund, you don't rule part of this
No,
one. You rule part
Republic
of the fascist
Republic
part.
of Free Scumport.
I don't know, whichever ones are the dickheads. Yeah, it's Republic of Free Scumport.
I do like
You
how
don't,
need to
anyway.
keep track of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't. Mom Beck does.
Yeah.
Monty
True.
Beck.
Monty Beck.
Sure,
that is-
feel fun with when it gets
That
back
guy
to
is
his
going to
holiday.
come back to one hell of a situation.
Yeah.
Oh, could I reverse identity theft myself onto Montbec so he has to take up this terrible?
I think
What
that's
does that
probably
mean?
what's going to
Already
happen, isn't it?
Yeah, but wouldn't what's his name just realize when Montbeck came in and he was a totally different
One
man?
of the other
Not if he-
members
not
of
if he
Republic
was a-
of Free
not if he was-
Scumport is a different tabaxi every time.
That's
True.
a good point, and they're all too polite to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love that guy. I'm gonna play that guy in a one shot at some point. I love him. Yeah. So we had a sort of shorter session. I think it was 2 weeks ago at this point. Although time is a fucking illusion. So,
Buy gold.
buy gold. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Time's
Is
an
that
illusion.
all
The universe is a
cyclical?
hologram. Buy
Yeah.
gold. Buy.
ooh.
No one can say time is illusion without me having to respond by gold.
Oh. So yeah, you guys have the sort of beck and or call of Tilda's crew, the population of the Gladiators Quarter, or at least the working population of the Gladiators Quarter, and of course Dominic Hallsbane of the Ass, and the Tide Knights.
Yeah. Indeed.
I don't think Dominic would actually help you in a fight, mostly due to the fact that I don't know that he knows how to fight. So yeah, based on what I had from last time, I think you guys were thinking about a two-pronged attack. What are you guys thinking?
I remember that we were discussing a two-pronged attack. I no longer remember any of the details.
Same, to be honest. I think we were discussing a two-pronged attack where the Gladiators Quarter tries to go across the Scumport Bridge, possibly
With
backed
Tilda.
by Tilda, yes. And that we are going to basically do the old sneak around, possibly with the Tide Knights, maybe?
Definitely with the Tide Knights, because
yeah.
we're in that
And maybe
boat.
with the crews, since they are a boat.
That's true, they are a boat.
They are a boat.
No,
You
I
do
think the
have
Tide Knights
at
are
least
also boats.
3 boats.
Yes.
Yeah, Tilda's ship can't do it though, right? Because it's not metal in the same way.
That's
Oh,
a good
Oh, right,
point.
good point.
Yeah.
That
That's how
was
they got chewed up in the first time.
yup.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if they just kind of park Tilda's ship like just south of the bridge, like here,
Yeah.
they could be like, oh, we've got the cannon fire to potentially pepper the bridge. So they've got like a support there. That's probably sensible, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That
we
seems
don't
possible.
even know if we have to threaten the bridge, to be honest.
No.
Although it might come to that. Who knows?
Bridge threatening. Always a possibility.
Sigmund kidnap an old man von Beck does not feel bad about taking more cannons to a fight than might be necessary.
Probably.
Oh, Sigmund really having some character development in this arc. It's been good.
Not all character development is positive.
Yeah,
That's a good
it's
point.
True. It's true.
You said that every time with Sigmund, though.
It's never positive.
Some should be positive.
Not all no character development is positive.
Every
Sigmund won back.
every inch that Apollyon improves, Sigmund goes backwards.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, though, Sigmund has had positive character
Yeah,
development. He's
that's
not
true.
a drunken
Okay.
brute anymore.
That is very
He's
true.
not literally trying to kill himself in a fool's crusade, so that's always a good start.
Yeah.
And I think he's not drinking at the moment. I think we've established that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that weird stuff.
Yeah, I think that's been discussed because that was kind of my takeaway from
Yeah.
Our Beautiful Future, at least the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy to abstract this out, but my thinking was just scribbling some notes on the map with regards to who's where. So you guys were thinking, if I just make some little note cards, maybe you guys can drag them around. Is that how anything
sure.
works in Roll20? Or you
Yeah,
could just
maybe.
make notes on the map, and then there you go.
I guess
That might be better.
Sure.
I'll make.
Let me just get the tool for like little red squares.
Okay, well this is already a bad start.
No, I won't do
Yeah.
that.
I made a note.
Here's
go
the
ahead.
Tide Knights thingy. I can put the
So
Tide
you
Knights
actually read that as "Here we go" to begin
and
with.
the place.
Here we go.
There we
Also
go.
I
valid.
mean, both. Oops, I was pointing to the microphone. I don't know if that was audible.
Nope, not at all.
Good.
There we go. We've got the Tide Knights there. We've got PATHCO. Oh, that's a nice boat. I see. So that's good. Can I bring this to the front?
I also
in
put a
a-
purple dot on the ocean by accident, and I don't know how to fix
It's
it.
fine. It can be one of the giant crocodiles.
Okay. I can move it. I can fix this problem, but now I don't want to.
Which
Obviously,
fireball
tracking
mark
that
are we on?
class.
1.5, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That was more of a goof than anything else, but yes.
Pause.
Navy support, as it has Tilda on board, who is very supportive.
I think Tilda's
Yes.
on the bridge, though, right?
Yeah. But
But she is also very supportive. It's something to keep in mind. So we've got the gladiators and the.
sorry.
It's all right.
Honk.
And the motoring population of Hampshire. They're
Sorry.
joining the fray. A new challenger approaches. And then Tide Knights and PATHCO, are they coming in from? I know there was talk about coming through the Haunted Quarter. What did you guys decide on that front?
I don't know if we were going to go through the haunted quarter, but you
I
know,
think we were.
Were we?
Yeah.
I don't really know why.
not the whole
though.
way.
Because
We
if we
come in-
do that,
We
then
come in
we're
like
just
there.
sort of. If we went through the Haunted Quarter, that would probably just stall us and.
Yeah, I'll have to deal with all the
possibly-
bullshit in the haunted quarter.
And we
Yeah,
have to deal with all
I'm
the
not
bullshit in the
gonna-
Haunted Quarter. And we would be caught on
I've done
a
that.
Yeah,
choke
oh
point
yeah.
on this bridge over here.
Yeah, but they're not going to be on this bridge over here. They're going to be on this bridge over here.
Yeah, that's true, but still, at that
Yes.
point, if we have to move all of our stuff across that bridge, they only need to have, like, a minor fortification at the other end of it to make it really difficult for us, I think. Whereas if
Yeah,
we
we-
actually land on the shore, then...
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Okay. Well, we'll need to be a bit more stealthy. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean,
But-
you raised some good counterpoints. Like the idea, I think originally for going around through the haunted quarter that it was more stealthy. But yes, you're right. The trade-off for that is additional. It's longer.
And I
right?
did get extra scrolls to cast sort of mist.
Oh yeah, you
I
did, didn't you?
believe. Yeah.
In which case, we probably can come in. Like, we probably want to loop around. We probably want to at least hug the coast to some
Yeah,
degree.
I do think
And then come in like
we want
that.
to.
Is that right?
Oh, that works.
Yeah, or we could, to maintain some stealth, we could loop around the haunted quarter.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that works
smexy.
well.
So then we basically are, I think, because we're going to be pretty far away when we move to there, so we're basically going to be doing, where's my ruler? We're going to be doing this, and then we only have this bit here where we actually need to make ourselves visible to some
Which
extent.
we'll have the things for, sure.
Yeah.
So hang on, let me just so it's kind of like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
hey, you know what?
Delightful.
Me.
Okay, so if memory serves, you have 2 Tide Knight ships, and those are commanded by Lieutenant Cross, who is the one with the dope Padme Amidala haircut.
Yes, I remember.
Okay, fantastic. And yeah, crew of all ladies. Yeah, is there any preparations that you guys want to do ahead of this? We don't have to have the in-character conversation with regards to here's the plan, unless that's something that you guys want to
Did
pass
we
on.
have a rest? I feel like we
Crocodile
should have a
repellent?
rest.
We did, right? Because that was
Wait.
basically the last thing that we did previous session.
Oh, I didn't reset.
That's a good
my
point.
stuff then.
It was
What do we have
evening
now?
time in an inn,
Yeah,
so
so
yeah,
then I can reset
it was
my
like
health
3
as
a.m.
well.
or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's basically like full heal, I
Mm.
think.
Back up
Seems
to
wise.
20.
Indeed, and then my spells.
At least back up to his full hit points of 12.
Wait, what? Do you only have? Surely not.
No, I'm joking about you only having 12 hit
Oh,
points.
right.
that is accurate.
That is accurate. It's 42, which is, I still think, probably the lowest of the party.
Squishy maze jokes.
Yeah.
They never get old.
Yep. Never gets old.
Are we doing on cure wounds potions? I've got 3 light, 1 moderate. That seems fine.
I've
I
got
have
none.
That seems less
somewhere.
fine.
I've got 3
Yeah.
light healing potions.
Agreed.
Don't I also regain a number of uses of my Wand of Cure Light Wounds on a long rest now?
Yeah, didn't we say like 1d4?
Okay, sure. That sounds about right.
I have 2 light healing potions.
I might
Good for light
quickly
healing
check.
potions. So. Oh, dope.
Nice.
I might
Can't
check if I can
use.
buy any.
I think it's all I can
quickly.
hold.
Try again.
You can certainly buy additional potions. By the way, you are in a pretty major city. Again, if that's an interaction that you want to play out, you can
I've
play it out.
run out
but-
of space on my inventory list. for
Oh yeah, I've
additional
been
potions.
using a separate notepad document since about 2017. Thyra just accumulates random shit.
Okay.
I don't even know what some of this stuff does. What the hell's a Devil's Torch? And why do I have it?
A devil's torch?
Yeah.
Devil's Torch.
It sounds good.
It sounds interesting for sure.
Everyone googling what the fuck a devil's torch is. I
It's
can't
not the
even
kind of-
find it.
Dave would have, but then again, I was the one that got caught by airport security with a super evil cleaver in my backpack.
That's
at one
true.
time.
Fucking Dave getting caught by airport security is a good meme.
Devil's torch is apparently a cocktail. Do you think it might be that?
Maybe. Dave's not really
Maybe.
a cocktail kind of boy.
Oh, sorry, just a quick question. Is my audio okay still?
Sounds good to me.
What? The fucking. Okay, so the Pathfinder wiki page of Vision and Light has 7 like bullet points, and they are in this order: let there be light. 2, what a nice ambience. 3, and never the two shall meet. 4, I counter your counter. 5, pierce the darkness. 6, here I stand in the light of day. And 7, will anyone think of the elves?
Okay.
Fucking that's
Alright.
Pathfinder in a nutshell.
I don't understand this fucking
I
game.
mean, I am so confused right now.
It's fucking. What is Pathfinder? Will we ever find out?
You can
Science
figure out
still
what
doesn't
level
know.
torches later. This is just
Yeah.
Dave rummaging through his backpack. Like, what the
Indeed.
fuck is
Yeah.
this?
It's like a noodle incident thing of Dave
I'm-
just putting out more and more ominous things on the tabletop looking for this cure light wounds potion.
Okay, I am gonna buy 3 potions of cure light wounds. That will put me down.
Anyone like a potion of enlarge?
150. What about Sigmund? We can
Oh,
make-
do we want to have another giant Von Beck? That's interesting.
Oh, do we? Dave's like, hey, I got these potions. They want one. It makes you big. It makes me medium sized, but make everyone else big.
Yeah, I personally vote on making Sigmund extra big.
Yeah, sure. There's-
Bigmund.
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 Who's that
Bigmund.
Bigmund?
You've got 1 potion of Bigmund.
Okay, excellent. 1 pigment potion. Okay, good.
Yes. Glad you enjoyed that
You're
one.
enjoying that one. You're having a good time.
I'm having a good time actually. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying
Oh,
myself.
Good.
Now, okay, Bigmund, very good. Can I roll diplomacy or bluff to haggle down the price of these potions?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Bluff. There we are. 28.
Yeah,
say, by
you
the
say it's
way.
for your sick child, and what is the rules of written price for Cure Light Wounds potion?
It's 50 gold each.
For a 28, you get them 35 gold each.
Nice. Okay, so
That's
that's
only-
5 total.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That took
Cool
some
beans.
calculating.
So then needs
So yeah,
5, 8, 3.
any other prep anyone else wants to do?
That sounds far too sensible for someone with a -1 whiz, so no.
Val.
Buy some more
Val.
arrows, I think.
Okay, we're definitely not. You go to Doug's Arrow Emporium, and you know he's there, and he's a
What,
man
Doug's
with
Arrow
a...
Emporium? Man, that's a rip-off.
Yeah, I know. I know you're more of a Stevens Arrow Castle kind of person, but
Yeah, at
you
least
know,
that guy
the
puts his
nearest
money where his
Stevens
mouth
Arrow
is.
Castle is in Urchester, man.
Oh,
We're not going all the way
Yeah.
back.
Right, oh, man.
Yeah.
Shame.
It's a big franchise up in the north, but you know.
Yes.
Not enough time
Still
to get
gonna
one in by
break
mail
in and
order.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah,
Should have ordered
I
from the
understand.
catalog.
Fucking hell.
Probably buy another 50 arrows.
Seems wise. Man,
Can
it's kind of a weird thing just in terms of like you have to spend money to do damage. Like I feel like most folks it's a one-off thing. Anyway,
Can
Sorry,
I
well-
buy
You say I have to spend money to do damage. He could just go up and punch people.
true.
He could. He is a monk.
But he's an arrow monk.
yeah?
Yes.
He can still punch people.
Can
I
I
can
buy
also
more
punch
onyx
people.
gems?
Ooh, that's a tricky one because again, it's probably something that's quite tricky to find in Skumport. You can give it a go.
I
Yes.
mean,
And we have
Do you have access to the
rinsed, we
fancy
have
bit
stolen
now?
quite a lot.
we have
You've stolen quite a lot from
uh,
Dominic Hallsbane.
True, and I do have still my 3 skeletons who are up and ready at my
Yup.
command.
This guy should be good enough. So
No, but I
greedy.
want more skeletons. I can have up to 20 skeletons. Do you understand?
Oh, really?
Anyhow, I will roll to find more onyx gems.
Cast detect onyx.
Detect onyx. Detect business deal. Okay, I will just roll. Fuck. I don't really know. Maybe perception. Like my knowledge local is fucking shite.
Knowledge local seems like the most apt thing, but you
Can I
can roll
sell you on
perception
sleight
and
of hand?
No.
Okay.
How?
I could
steal a
steal
map from
them.
someone. I mean, I
You
guess,
don't know
but
where
you
to
don't
steal
even
them
know where
from.
there are some.
True. Okay. Knowledge.
Apollyon steals boxes at random from different buildings until one contains onyx gems.
Yep.
It takes him the next 4 days.
Mm. Commonly known as the loot box method.
Oh no.
Anyhow, knowledge local. Here it goes. Shit. Okay. Never mind.
Shit. What do we think happens with a 3 on a knowledge local?
He falls down a manhole.
Fall down a well.
He gets thrown down a well.
Right.
I love being
I'm out of this
falling down a
session.
well.
I now need to play a solo game of So You've Fallen Down a
Oh
Well.
well. You've been thrown down a well, isn't it?
Mm.
I don't. Oh,
It
no.
looks like you've been thrown down a while. Gotta find out is what's still playing it now.
Anyhow,
What do you get for a 3?
well, it's a crit fail.
I know it is. I'm just trying to
It's
work
on a
out how
manhole.
critically I want you to fail.
I see.
All right, so you're walking over a small sort of footbridge. There are these kind of open. Well, they're not really sewers, but they're kind of little subsidiaries of the River Scum, I suppose, over some streets in Scumport. And you're wandering over one of these bridges, and it's kind of a wooden bridge. It's the kind of thing that small communities put together to cross these little channels. And I need you to make a reflex save.
Oh boy, is this fucking croc going to come and get me?
Yes.
Shit. Bloody hell. Okay. Here's the reflex save. 13. Not great, not terrible.
That's not great. I'm going to toss a coin and we'll see.
Hugh
Now,
never smiled crocodile to this.
I think basically you like just step off the wooden footbridge and the bridge is gone.
Oh, bloody hell.
You basically see like a scaled tail sort of dipping back into the water, and it's like, guess these dire crocodiles are in the smaller river channels too.
Jesus.
Good.
Well, there were dire alligators.
I have no idea.
No, don't
Yes.
tell Glanvar.
I'm gonna take a guess and say it's an alligator.
Well, it depends if it'll see us later or in a while.
Yes, this is very true.
True.
Crocodiles. I just googled what's in the River Nile, and it's crocodiles. So
Yes.
it makes sense because they rhyme.
Alligators are the North American ones. Crocodiles are the Egyptian.
Ah. Oh. Good. Oh, someone I know just got a dog and they look super cute. I'm very happy
Adorable.
for them. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, so you have a narrow escape from death, as you so often do.
As I so often do.
And I think basically it's a question of time. You can hold up your assault on the fledgling empire of Scumport. Sobek, words, god damn it to shit.
Do you want to
Or
try that
you
sentence
can-
again?
You can hold up the assault, or you can go without. Entirely your call.
I'll go without, yeah. I mean,
Fair
I'm
enough.
not going to delay the plan.
No, we can't go. I've only got 3 skeletons. I want 6.
At dawn, we ride out. It's now
An
7:30
additional
because
3 hit
Apollyon's
points
busy.
of bad guy.
Yep, just in case. All right.
Will survive.
So I think we get that kind of swooping shot, which I think covers Tilda's crew and the gladiators sort of stepping onto the Scumport Bridge Protectorate, which is, as Glanvar found last session, or possibly the session before at this point, to be a kind of small refugee camp that's being marshaled by the remnants of the Scumport Guard, or the Scumport Militia. There seems to be some tension for a moment, and we get that. It's dialogueless, but Tilda's hand, lingers by her sword for a moment, but she's able to talk them through onto the bridge itself. So it's Tilda and Seth leading this like 2-person wide column of some adventuring types and a wide variety of varied gladiators. And I think we even see a few of the people who are sort of sheltering in the bridge protectorate rise to their feet and join the group.
Cool beats.
So yeah, that went quite well. Positive diplomacy check from Tilda and Seth. It always helps.
Does
So
always help.
at
I
a
knew we were
similar,
right not to trust us with that job.
yeah, that's probably a call. That would have been rough. So we then have yourselves. I'm assuming it's still fairly early in the day. I'm not sure what time we said it was when you were going into the Rooken Castle, but I think it was quite late in the day, like 2-3 a.m.
I do think so.
So if we say 8-hour long rest, then that means it's probably 10 or 11 a.m. now. What do you guys think?
Sounds like a showdown at high noon to me.
Yeah.
It's
We're gonna have time
high
for
noon.
breakfast and second breakfast. And
That's a good
breakfast.
point.
I think we
Two
might
of the
have to skip
people
second
leading this
breakfast,
assault.
Dave.
Two of the
Ah!
people leading this assault are Tilda and Dave.
Definitely time for second breakfast.
Okay,
Is
so we're probably
Tilda-
doing this about 3 then, I guess.
How
No,
strictly
second
adherent
breakfast does not take
to
that long.
halfling meal schedule is Tilda?
I don't know. Probably less than Dave. She's
Is it?
tougher.
She still has all the meals, but it's like she has like them pre-packed.
So
you know,
no,
she
she'll
has,
probably
like, some
roll them
travel
together
bread.
as well into one larger meal. I think. For the
Can
sake
you
of
sounds
imagine
amazing.
Can you imagine a halfling ration pack from?
Yeah, it's
Fucking enormous.
most of Tilda's gear.
Yeah.
It's just ration packs. And by ration packs, I mean a full Victorian-style tea.
Mm.
So yeah, at roughly the same time, we see the sun is rising behind some grey cloud, but it's then being reflected through the big fucking vertical eye in the sky. So
Yeah, I keep
everything
forgetting
is
about
kind of dull orangey color, and yourselves are kind of passing almost directly under it on your little route across the river
So
Scum, I
I
suppose.
faced it.
You what?
Make a face at it.
What?
Make a face at it.
Oh, fair. In that case, Dave and probably Glanvar make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Oops.
20 and a 24. Glanvar continuing to roll badly.
Yeah.
It's almost like a trick of the light or something for a second, but for a second, the normally flat, almost transparent surface of the eye tilts slightly, and through a heavy orangey glow, you see a like desert seeding into like swampy kind of mudlands. You see old kind of rising temples and stonework, and then just beyond it, you see almost glacier style rising ice spikes and chill.
Ooh.
Just for a
Someone
moment.
have the
Pretty
TV on in
harsh.
the background, by the way.
Harsh terrain.
Mhm. That's it. It's all difficult terrain. That's what took the Empire of Fang so long to get here.
Yeah, jeez.
Does anyone have the TV on in the background? It sounds like it.
It does sound like that, yeah.
Like someone's got TV on in the background.
Oh, I don't.
Is it maybe me?
I don't know. Is it?
Hang on, let me pop my door shut and see if that changes. 1 minute.
Stream with your door open? That's crazy.
I've drawn Bigment on the stream.
Oh, that's Bigman, is it? I wondered what that was.
Yeah, it's Bigment.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Bigman's balls.
I hadn't seen him with the. I didn't see it until with Sigmund's face. It was just like a dude.
It's that one meme of that teddy bear saying, "Now it's my turn on the Xbox."
Mhm.
I haven't seen that one, but okay.
Sounds like a good meme though.
It's
Well, here's the
sort of
thing.
meme.
Would his weapons also increase in size with him?
I think they do.
I think so.
Yeah.
You definitely gain the increased, size bonus, I guess.
Mm.
Also the negatives, unfortunately, but you know.
Yeah. But I mean, Sigmund's got fucking 32 AC. He can handle it.
Not 32, but it's a lot. Yeah.
It's high. It's like 28 or something, isn't it?
Is it? No, it's higher than that. It's above 30.
How high is
isn't
your
it?
AC, Matt?
How high is my AC?
Hmm.
Bigmund or non-Bigmund?
Regular size.
Non-Bigment.
Sigmund Classic.
Okay, Sigmund Classic's AC is 32.
See? See?
Whoa.
Crazy.
Oof.
I knew I had it right.
God damn.
I'm gonna need a crit to get him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the deck of one of the Tide Knight ships passing under the eye. I think it's Lieutenant Cross herself, sort of at the wheel, and there's a small sort of assortment of Tide Knights who are with yourselves on both ships. Are you all on the same ship?
I think so, yeah.
We have two, so yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we want to be splitting the party any.
Seems
Anytime soon.
wise. How are you guys contributing to that stealthy passing then?
Well, I've got something pretty up front, so mind if I go
Yeah,
first?
you've got your scrolls.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've actually bought one scroll. I've bought a scroll of major image. Which is like image, but major.
Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure that image isn't a spell, but okay. All right then.
Well, actually,
Minor images.
oh right, it functions like silent image. It's called silent image. Okay, so basically, what this is that it has the duration of an of concentration, and it allows me to produce. Looks like it says 4 10-foot cubes plus 1 10-foot cube per level, so that's 14 10-foot cubes. So I think that if I use this to create the illusion of the sea,
That's it. We were going to do it as a feeding them a loop, weren't we?
yeah. It's sort of like like feeding them a camera loop, sort of an active camouflage, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dun,
that
dun,
is what
dun,
I
dun.
think. Dun dun dun. I think I will be casting that scroll.
Okay. That requires your total concentration to move it as you're moving, just as a note.
Yes, indeed. Should I roll concentration now, or is this only when my concentration is threatened? I think.
Yeah, I think that's only when your concentration is threatened.
Yeah,
Just,
okay.
I don't think it's
Cool.
interesting to be like, oh, you're on a boat, that's tricky.
Yeah,
You cast
indeed.
in fights all the time, you know?
True. Yeah. I mean, I'm Apollyon. I'm basically like that's most of what I do. If anything, because most of my time spent is in some kind of fight. Anyhow.
And yeah, I think
Good stuff.
approaching the fledgling empire from the south, it is relatively quiet. The streets are oddly enough mostly empty. While you do see a couple of troglodyte patrols, and even some Nagaji, like Seth's trainer, I suppose, they don't seem to bat an eyelash. They don't seem to even look out to sea particularly. But if they do, it's like a passing glance. So you're able to pull up to an empty dock quite easily.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. If I may, I would also like to, just as a preparation in general, cast Mage Armor, because that lasts for an hour per level, so I can just go ahead and cast it now.
Major image requires your concentration.
Ah, true. Very true.
We landed there then.
But we did land, didn't we?
You did.
So, is there much use in me keeping up the major image? Possibly. I'm gonna keep it on. I'm gonna keep it on for now and see where it goes.
I think just as a note, when the major image does drop, there's going to be a loud pop, and then suddenly a ship will be there. So it's concentration plus 3 rounds, so you would have 18 seconds afterwards.
I see. 18 seconds.
Yes, it's
right.
concentration plus 3 rounds, so yeah, I guess.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm
specific,
gonna
I
keep
find
up. I'm gonna keep up the major image for now, and I think ask if there's anyone who still needs to do like some preparation, or what is our plan going forward here? Because I would imagine that we've probably discussed this beforehand.
Find Sobek and beat the tar out of him.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much where I was at. Yes.
Yeah.
Seems
Maybe
like a
become a
good
big person and punch him. Yeah.
I can send Toast out to go have a look and see if she can see any people that look like they might be crocodile-headed gods or whatever the hell this Sobek
That
dude
sounds
is.
like a good idea. Yeah.
You can do that, Toast.
You get kind of like a pleasant kind of hum in your head, and she butts your cheek. It's like a little
Love
affectionate
you.
headbutt. She's a good bird.
Ooh.
Toast is best bird, and all other birds pale in comparison. Also, most of them aren't bright blue, which kind of...
This is true.
If you'd like to do some Toast scouting first, then you can roll to
Would.
Toast scout.
Like Toast.
Roll to Toast.
What I roll again? I keep forgetting.
I think, didn't we say it was animal handling? With a +4 bonus because it's Toast the knowing?
Yes?
That
Ooh,
seems like something.
that sounds about right. Did I
That
write it
seems
down?
like something. Full stop.
I wrote it down. I will just do what you suggested then. You are the dungeon master.
I am the dungeon master.
God,
Fear
what
my
class
dungeonly
roll?
might.
That's a 22 then.
Yeah. So I think we get some shots from Dave's mental eye, I suppose, after maybe 5-10 minutes. Of the fledgling empire itself. We see that the bazaar is kind of a mess. Tables have been flipped. The big dome has like a big hole out of one side of it. And there's still some sort of smoke around. There are ragtag bands of Sobek's sort of folks. His what would you call them? Army, I guess, but
Yeah.
nearest and dearest. You know what I mean?
His
Worshippers,
war band.
yeah.
Followers.
Followers is what I was thinking. Thank you. Yeah. So grazing over it, just en route, I think Toast does see the Pathfinder Society, which is a big. I think someone bequeathed them a manor house at some point. So it's like a double-fronted, fairly large house originally, and that looks pretty scuffed up. But it looks like the windows and the doors are boarded. And there's a fair whack of followers sort of sat around it. So there's potentially some pocket of resistance there. Beside that, looking for Sobek himself, I suppose, the place that the followers in general seem to be coalescing is the Scumport Tar Pits Museum and Gift Shop and Ice Rink. There seems to be the doors are sort of hanging off the hinges there.
Power in
I mean, obviously. Yeah, it's this big old building. Obviously, it's basically the most Roman architecture looking building in Scumport, and it's literally just a facade. Like you have the front of the building, and it's maybe about as deep as a house, and then it just opens up into the tar pits. Because that's what the people are there to see.
Yeah.
So they have exhibitions and shit on in there as well, but for the most part, it's the tar pits, man. That's what the people want.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know that there's a high density of Sobek folks around that spot, which is towards the kind of northeast of this section of the city, I suppose.
Okay.
So it's kind of.
What's it like? Can I see any Scumportians?
Rarely. You see some, but they're mostly running place to place, trying to avoid the followers that are fucking the place up. There's not active fighting ongoing, but it seems like the Scumportians that are there are pretty much trying to keep their head down.
Yeah. Okay. Vegas. That's probably what I would do if my hometown got suddenly invaded by a bunch of lizard men. No, that's a joke. I'd go ask to enroll.
I mean, valid.
After that.
Yeah, so I think you have a little bit more of an idea, and if you wait, I think about 5-10 minutes after that, Toast returns.
Okay, I give her some food. And a kiss.
Another little headbutt.
Yes.
But.
And I tell everyone what I saw.
And you what?
I think I tell everyone what I saw.
Oh, okay.
If we went via the Pathfinder stars, we might be able to grab them into our army as well. So that's Dave.
Well, are they
on the way?
There's two on the way.
The Scumport Fun Society is that on the way to the Tar Pit Museum.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make some notes here on where it is.
Yeah, because I can see where the bazaar is, because that's the big circle.
The bazaar is the dome, yeah. So that's fairly accessible. The Tar Pits and Museum is kind of up this way.
Yeah.
It kind of opens out a little bit further, like this. The Pathfinder Society is up kind of here also.
Okay.
It's probably this big square building on the corner.
Okay.
So yeah, and
ladies,
I assume
okay.
we're pulled up here. Yeah, the bazaar was a lot of tents and like ramshackle stalls and stuff, if I remember rightly.
Tents.
And now it's just kind of a wreck. It's a bit messy, so there's that.
Did not appreciate my pun.
I'm sorry. I mean, they were in tents already. I don't, So what's the plan? What are we doing off the boat? The Tide Knights that are sticking around here are sort of looking to you. And what's the signal pushing forward for Tilda and the gladiators, or is it just as soon as they're able to push through?
Yeah, I figured we were kind of leaving them to their
I
own
think
devices.
that's the case. Yeah.
Yeah, we were waiting for them to break through, and then we were coming in when the distractions happening, basically, right?
True,
Yeah,
I think so.
I think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glanvar, in that case, why don't you make a perception check?
Oh, why not?
Not very good at it. Really.
Why did my dice roll so low?
Because it doesn't
That's
matter. Because you then have a plus 18 on top. So I think Glanvar, caught on the wind, you kind of hear battle beginning to break out over here. Essentially, the Bridge Protectorate had all the shitty little hedge wizards, all the low-level clerics and whoever else that they could find who were trying to shelter from the Empire, and they had them holding up a protection from evil barrier, basically across the entire bridge front. And that drops, and we see Tilda, we see Seth, we see 18 different gladiators who've all had like bit parts, or been like in the background of the Seth seasons we've had so far, racing forward. And it's ragtag. It's folks throwing boulders into a fucking brawl. But yeah, it's Tilda pushing
Something to do
forward.
with Gunport.
A good boulder can be very effective.
I definitely said boulder there, but boulder is
right.
also valid. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's just
I
a
thought-
half giant in the background.
Yeah, I
there,
thought you
and
said
he pelts
boulder,
a
and I
boulder.
was
thought it was
like,
a boulder as
man,
well.
like
Like,
you're kind of
tree
underselling
out
the
there.
fact
That's
that they're
literally
just
one of the
tossing
tree ant
boulders.
special powers is boulder throwing.
Oh, really?
Someone, there's a tree ant in the background, and
tree ant.
Nice.
I feel like the Scumport Bridge has those like big metal lions, which I think the Ankh-Morport bridge may also have.
That's got hippos.
Oh, the lions I'm thinking of are like the ones in London, but he peels one of those off the bridge and bungs it at a particularly rough-looking naga, I think.
Nice.
So yeah, that's kind of the first shot. And we get a glimpse of that when they're like, yeah, we think they've got it handled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. So the fight is ongoing.
Okay. So do we have any clues as to where the fuck? Oh yeah, in the tar pits, right?
Tar Pit Museum.
yeah.
That's where Toast and
Okay.
Dave reckon.
Do we think that the major image is going to help us get any closer to the tar pits?
No, because it's on land.
Hey Bill, why is there that perfect square of ocean walking towards us?
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm probably going to dispel the major image.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
You have 18 seconds.
Okay.
Run!
Run!
Cheese it!
Cheese it!
So I think a couple of squads of Tide Knights drop down onto the deck when yourselves do. I think not Cross herself, but some of the sort of support crew of the ship begin to guide it away as the sort of illusion itself begins to flicker around the edges. Essentially, they'll provide support from afar, but they don't want to get overrun.
Yeah, fair.
Which seems valid.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're able to push up northwards into the fledgling empire itself, which looks a lot like Scumport. There's some like standards, and there's some flags hanging off buildings of seeming importance. Like I think there's a burnt-out militia tower which has like a someone's. It's not even got a flag. It's got someone's like daubed a very passable-looking crocodile on it and stuff like that. Is there a particular direction you're headed? So you're heading towards the Pathfinder Society now?
Oh, well, that was what Dave was. Dave was thinking, hey, if we hit up the Pathfinder Society and help them out, they can help us out when we get to Exobeck himself. But obviously, that's just Dave's suggestion, because Dave also wants to help them out. But Dave is not PATHCO. Who's Dave?
I mean, also Valor. Do you have the paladins with you, or are you sending them further out into the city? Are you all going as one group?
Going as one group?
I think so. What we
Yeah,
could...
I think
If
we're
we
going
do
there,
want to
but-
try and hit up the Pathfinder Society, then we're going to need the backup to help chuck out those trogs.
Seems
We
wise,
could
seems
send
wise.
the Tide Knights to the Pathfinder Society and then go for the tar pits ourselves.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
What?
I feel
Yeah.
like it would help to be able to negotiate a bit with the Pathfinder Society, because as we know, they're not the most helpful. They're not the most intuitively helpful.
Oh, that's right. We are actual Pathfinder members, sort of. So we probably should go along to.
Nice fog on there in the background.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I
Would
can't
we-
get to the mute button fast enough.
Do we swap that around? Do we send the Tide Knights to the tar pits and then take the Pathfinder Society ourselves?
I don't know. I feel like if we want
I feel
to...
like we should stick together.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we definitely do want to be in the party that gets to the tar pits first.
Yeah,
If
definitely.
anything, for narrative purposes, because otherwise it's a bit silly, I think.
Yeah, certainly, and I think that's also then a weird. Yeah, what do they do in the meantime? So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sold on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So Steam's wise. Certainly. Sorry, I'm just adding some paladins. Anyway, so yeah, I think we have yourselves and the Tide Knights pushing forward into the city itself. I think there's enough of you. I think there's probably 6 Tide Knights and yourselves that you're able to put down any resistance if you come across it. Like it's lunchtime, so it's not the busiest, and the streets are quite quiet. So you're able to make moves forward quite easily. But I think
I
some
figure like
kind of
most of them are your default stupid lizardmen. CR1
Basically, yeah.
that we're encountering here.
Yeah, and it's mob tactics basically. You know, I mean, maybe if there were 60 of them, this would be a problem, but there's not that many.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just some kind of role with regards to navigating the city, making your way towards the Pathfinder Society would be interesting. If
Would
someone wants to
you-
lead the group in doing so.
Would you like a knowledge local?
That
Ooh,
would be
knowledge
very
local
nice.
sounds good. Go for it.
I'm going to take 10 because I can, which gives me a 21.
Nice.
Nice, love it.
Excellent. Don't even need to risk rolling that one.
So on to 21, I think you're making your way through. It's essentially like these used to be factories and stuff, and you know, I mean, they still are, but the furnaces have all gone out. They don't have smoke coming from the chimneys at all. The small, you know, workers' cottages and stuff are either abandoned or bricked up, or not bricked up, boarded up to
Sure.
try and you know, keep back folks. And it's very desolate for the middle of Scumport, you know. I think you even see like an urban fox during this, so it's you know, the middle of the day. So
Dave is enchanted.
I mean, fair. It says I
Napoleon
will
gets-
grant you wishes.
Paladin
It's
gets
also
like,
enchanted.
flashbacks from when he was bitten by one of those and almost got rabies.
That's a montage. It's happened 16 separate times. And yeah, I think approaching through the city, it's, you know, the damage is clear here. There's flipped over wagons and stuff. There are battle scars on some of the buildings. And yeah, I think sticking with some of the good sort of perception rolls that we've had so far, in particular, yourselves notice that there is, in this district of the city in particular, there seems to be molten kind of acid burning on some of the bricks of the buildings.
Right.
Like that.
Like chunks of the wall have kind of fallen away or collapsed.
Ollie, what do you make of this?
Can
Well,
I
you're
roll?
the acid. You're the acid guy.
I am the acid
You
guy.
acid, don't you?
I am the acid guy. That's very true. Let me roll a knowledge of some kind to see what I can determine here.
Seems like an arcana or spellcraft, but I'm not the DM.
Yeah. What do you think I? Can I
My
say you
thinking
on
would be
Arcana?
Arcana or Nature.
Right. It's going to be Arcana then,
I mean, fair.
and that's Okay.
Local magic man doesn't understand magic. Taking a peek through
Nice,
it, taking a peek at it, getting close enough to it makes your eyes water. It's like it's this really kind of stagnant, potent acid. Even after you can tell based on the amount of steam that it's been a few hours. Yeah, it's not good.
Polly's magical opinion is, man, this shit's gross.
Yeah, it's definitely like a
nasty.
potent elixir. You shouldn't touch it.
Ugh.
Pro tips: you shouldn't touch it.
Pretty good tip.
Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you.
Polly.
Progressing further through this district, this kind of factories district, which I assume, I mean, this map's probably a little small for a city, but if you assume it's kind of probably around here, heading towards the kind of Pathfinder Society. Yeah, you also notice that there's the signs of arcane damage as well. Looks like someone's been slinging spells around here.
Right. What kind of spells?
In particular, it's... Sorry, I'm looking through their spell lists. You know what? The actual spells that they use aren't the most pyrotechnic. That's disappointing. Yeah, there's some. I think you in particular do actually recognize these Apollyon, because you note some magic missiles sort of peppering some of the walls. You notice that kind of, you know, I mean, because it does produce X number of, you know, like force pellets.
Yeah,
you do end up with quite a uniform kind of spread, and you see this across a few of the walls as. You know, I think like one's gone through a lamppost, so there's this kind of buckled down lamppost and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
So Cross is for the most part letting you guys lead. It's definitely them crouching slightly, trying to be as stealthy as a Tide Knight platoon can be.
Not very, has to be said.
Not very.
Clang, clang, clang.
They
yeah,
usually
I mean-
fight sea monsters where stealth isn't particularly important.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a different kind of stealth. It's like,
When you're aboard a boat, that tends to catch people's eye a bit more.
it's a good point. It's a good point.
Unless you've got a major image to cast.
Also valid.
True.
So yeah, I think approaching like a particular corner here. Apollyon, you in particular know this from, I think you made a CD deal here once. Because frankly, I think I can say that about any bar in any part of town.
Any old street corner.
I think you know that there's a bar here called the Lost Keys.
Okay.
Which does not have a door. Yeah, it's essentially it's like a workman's bar. You know, it's surrounded on four sides by different factories and stuff. It's on a crossroad. And the absence of the door has been sort of blasted open. You know, I don't think we go hugely into like bodies being everywhere or anything on PATHCO, but you know, it is empty here. There is clear battle scarring and damage. And yeah, I think approaching, it's actually on a T junction, not a crossroads, my bad. But yeah, I think approaching from the south here.
Ooh.
Do you like my map? I drew a map for a check.
Ooh, very nice.
Like, it's not the most detailed map in the world, but you know.
Cool map.
It's a good map.
No,
Sorry.
it's loading. It's loading.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, is that?
Oh, it's glitching out. That's not helpful.
Oh dear.
Oh, good.
Maybe I need to
Crystal
refresh a
20.
bit as well.
I don't know why you have a little web symbol on you, Apollyon.
Why? Violin has a little
Assume he
net.
got netted at some point.
I didn't. I think. Oh no, actually, yeah, I was netted. Probably.
Try zooming in and out if you're having trouble seeing bits. That gets some stuff to pop for me.
Right.
Yeah, I was a particular zoom and then I realized half the Time Knights had phased out of existence, so that's good.
Yeah, at least we fixed it. One of them's got a flag.
That's Lieutenant Cross. I think
Okay.
she has like a banner in one hand and a harpoon in the other.
Is
That's like her shield hand. What?
This is just like a bit of street, yeah, that we're seeing.
Yeah, it's essentially it's a long street. There's large buildings on either side.
Oh yeah,
and
oh yeah, I can see it.
the tavern itself is on the corner here, like this one.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, cool.
And so it's actually the far building here.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think approaching it, you're suddenly acutely aware that you're not alone here, but that the
Why
folks
sense?
who are here don't appear to have noticed you just yet. So you do
So-
have a moment. There do appear to be people inside of the tavern.
Huh. Okay.
I think you hear like muffled conversation for a moment.
Hmm.
So yeah, what do you do?
Okay.
Conversation in what language?
It is in. That's a valid question. Based on the languages that they know, it's in common.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to cast
Probably-
Mage Armor, please.
Okay.
You would like to what?
Cast
Mage
Mage
Armor.
You already have Mage Armor. It lasts 8 hours, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't do it earlier.
Oh,
because
did you not
of,
cast it in the end because of the concentration?
Yeah, because of the concentration. So I'm gonna
Fair
declare
enough.
that I'm doing it now.
Okay. And I think Cross is going to tilt her head towards the tavern as well, just in case anyone hadn't noticed. If you don't think, I just, there's a lot of you guys here, so I just put you in kind of an order. If there's anything here that doesn't look right, then feel free to reorient folk in terms of party order. I'm sure the paladins are absolutely thrilled about having to roam around with skeletons, though. I'm sure that's great.
No doubt. I mean,
Um,
they are Titanites. I'm
No doubt, no
sure
doubt,
they
no
don't
doubt.
mind that much.
true.
They're less aggressive about undead than other paladin orders.
That's
True.
right. What's the thing that they go for? Is it abominations?
Aberrations.
Yeah,
Aberrations.
Classic
that's it,
aberrations.
yeah. Classic aberrations.
Sigmund's going to take a step forward. There you go. He's going to be there.
Wait, what was that?
Sneaky
You
listener.
never should have come here. No. If anyone does want to try and sneak up, then they can. What are folks thinking?
That's what. See what's being. I just want to take a guess. Take a guess. I want to find out what is being talked about, if it's anything relevant.
Fair enough. So you can try and roll a perception check. You are at kind of a distance here.
I'll
in
try and
that-
get closer first, then.
Fair enough.
With a stealth check, I assume.
If you don't mind.
Sure.
I do not. Oh, that's not a great roll.
16. Okay, I'm gonna roll some.
Bearing in mind, I am below window height.
You are below window height, but the door, as we have confirmed, does hang open.
Let's cross the bottom. The door is above window height.
So how close do you go, Dave? Where are you?
Like.
Okay, fair enough. So not too much closer then.
Oh.
So I think you hear two people talking in hushed tones.
Hmm. Hushed.
And you heard that they eliminated Babby? God, what an embarrassment. It's just hard work, you know? I don't think we get enough acceptance anyway. You know, enough recognition. And then they go and send in that baboon bastard first, and he goes and gets himself killed. What a waste of time. Look, we do this for a couple of years. You know, we earn as much as possible, and we fucking leave. We don't have to be in either empire. There are other islands. Not all of them have to have these fucking arseholes on. Still. Hang on. And you see someone step up towards the doorway, sort of poking their head round slightly. And you see a like a darker skinned looking person. They have like long sort of flowing furs on their I was going to say jacket, but I mean like a jerkin, I suppose, part of a cape. Hair bound into two sort of tight like bands, I suppose. You note someone step around the corner and lock eyes with you for a moment.
I see. And we're a little bit too far away from some kind of environmental stealth kill.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, if you were a stealthy archer, maybe. But
Shoot!
his eyes sort of widen and
Can I shoot? I lose an arrow.
Oh, no, shoot!
roll a reflex save, Glanville.
You say don't shoot.
We don't know if they're hostile. Not a lizard man, anyway.
Roll a hit.
Don't.
Boxing glove,
You could-
arrow.
Always apologize later.
Hmm.
No.
That can be the new PATHCO motto.
You just don't do things that need apologizing for.
I kind of already said to, reflexively, I'm
Good
going
point.
to loose an arrow.
You gotta respect the narrative here.
You've got to
If
cause
that's what
problems
Glamzar
on
thinks.
purpose.
Oh shit, that's 13.
Ooh.
What the f?
Ooh.
Ammo, what the fuck?
Ooh. So, yeah, I think you basically see this person, they're bipedal. They look almost elven, but kind of more snake-like. Their hair's kind of swept back. They're in they're wearing a half cape. You know, one of those ones that covers half your arm.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think they stagger backwards with an arrow coming out of their shoulder and go, shit! Shit! They're here!
Sigmund at this point is like, sorry, Dave, but we've got to go loud, it seems.
You didn't have to.
All right. Party's up, boys. Rattle it.
So, yeah, I think at this stage we probably have to roll for initiative.
Apparently so. Fix Glamor. Remember, I was the one that beefed the self roll. Okay, let's not go over that right now.
We'll have words on this later.
Initiative. Loop. 16. Decent.
Okay, let me give me a moment to just wind up the turn tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have done that to begin with, and then it would have added folks to the thing, wouldn't it? Hindsight,
help.
2020.
Yeah, I didn't have. I forgot to click my token.
Don't know if that works on this one anyway.
Don't put mine
I'm
in yet.
really not sure how that actually gets populated, yeah.
Supposedly,
Dave,
if you
moving
open your
fast.
token before you click initiative, it does it that way.
Usually. That's what because I'd moved myself a step forward, right? So I was clicked, and then.
Oh, I see.
But you also moved as well, Dave. So I'd have thought it would have happened to you. Oh,
I'm not selected though, because I've been clicking around randomly drawing squares on the map and not
Okay,
like
I'm
actual
gonna-
squares, just like the select squares. It doesn't leave any trace.
Yeah.
I'm polite, unlike some people.
I see.
Okay, let's take a look at this person.
Okay, just adding folks to the turn tracker. Sorry, give me one moment.
All right.
Pretty used to this by now.
Sorry, they all have different initiative modifiers.
That's fine.
It's alright, mate.
Okay, there we are. Sorry about that. So Sigmund, it's you up first. And I think from where you're standing, actually, I'll illustrate the battlefield a little bit more because I reckon you can probably see everyone.
Oh god, that.
So you see, standing before you, there is this elven crossed with a snake-looking person. They're standing sort of,
No.
you know, still at the edge of the doorway. They've ducked slightly out of sight to you know, they've still got an arrow sprouting out of their shoulder. And further inside, there is a tall woman. She's about 7-8 feet tall, whose lower half is a snake, like a big sort of constrictor-looking snake, black scales. She's in kind of a long, kind of loose robe-looking thing. And some like half plate, if you know what I mean. And there is also Husk, which is I'm actually thinking of like a particular Borderlands beastie. You know those crystallisc things in the caverns? It's something like that. It's essentially a large four-legged creature with glowing yellow eyes, and its back is covered in these glowing yellow crystals. There is also glowing sort of acidic muck spilling out the edges of its jaws.
Oh shit.
And yeah, Sigmund, it is your turn.
So we can see all these people now, and they can see us.
Yes. And you just shot Glanvar, and Glanvar just shot one of them.
I should probably go with Sigmund. Won't have seen these. These people are on the map for our convenience, but Sigmund hasn't actually seen them apart from the half-elf person, right?
Yeah, you've only seen the person who looks vaguely elven.
So I think Sigmund has to stick with his gut plan, which is to move here, and he's out of a window or a door, right?
Yeah, it's essentially that there's a doorway. It's kind of like a double doorway here, which is it's probably actually on the corner, and yeah, it's perpetually open. It's kind of a poorly conceited our door's always open gimmick.
Right. Well, you're not gonna like this, but hang on a second. So we're probably gonna need this.
Are you going to link us the grapple sheet?
Yeah, I'm linking you the grapple sheet. Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Sigmund!
Listen, no. Well, like this is the thing. It's sort of still a stealth mission. So if we can grapple him, he's moving first. He's not seen anyone else. If we can grapple him, pull him out back to where we are.
Tackle hug.
You don't have the improved grapple or
No,
grab ability, right?
Take your attack of opportunity.
All right, I'm going to hit you for daring to make me read the fucking thingy rules.
It's okay. We've got a nice flowchart. It's good. It's actually, to be honest, this is actually quite good.
15.
Not even twice would be enough.
So he has a blade in his belt, but he actually lunges for your face just with his bare hand.
Oh wow!
And
is he going for my? Is it still?
He's going for your jugular. But
so it's not touch AC then. No.
Oh, it is. Yes, sorry, my bad.
So it is touch AC.
Touch attack, yes.
Touch attack, yes. That 15 hits my touch AC.
Oh right, I see. Okay.
Wow.
Did you say touch AC at the first?
I didn't, and that was on me.
I can only see the bad guys and the Tide Knights on the turn order.
Really?
I can see everyone. What about everyone else?
I can only see the bad guys and the Tide Knights. I used to be on there, and then I was removed.
Yeah.
That was because there were 2 Sigmunds on there for whatever reason. Oh god.
And then there were none.
This is a nightmare. Right, okay. Can you see Sigmund again now?
Yes. Now I can.
So I need to manually re-add everyone. Great.
Oh, Pathfinder. Well,
Just
roll 20.
Sigmund.
Just to confirm, Philo, this is an ability that he has. This is an attack he's able to use as an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, it's an attack. Yeah, it's on his
sure.
attack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm still missing Apollyon and Glanvar, right? Can you see the bands? And Cross?
Yes.
Yes, missing Apollyon and Glanvar.
I see, Dave.
Okay.
Yes.
So Sigmund.
In my defense, I thought he'd be rolling against my normal AC, which is why I was like, "Oh,
valid."
Okay, that's cool.
That's on me for not staying.
No. Well, I wouldn't have known moving into the thing anyway. So okay. So roll for damage, I guess.
Kinda. So you feel this claw-like hand grip your jugular. Basically, he like lashes out under your chin, and his fingers spread, and you feel a deeply unpleasant sensation.
Okay.
Basically, your eyes kind of roll back a little bit, and I think we see that thing, where like your veins kind of protrude around your eyes slightly, and you take 4 points of wisdom drain.
Ooh.
4 points of wisdom drain. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
He's only got a little of that.
Yeah. This is gonna be like Dave and the strength sapping poison scorpions all over again.
So that reduces your ability score by 4. How much of a
that's
problem
a-
is that for Sigmund? Just
That's
as
a
a
nasty one, isn't it?
conversation starter.
It's down to 6.
He's down to 6, -2 wisdom.
Yes,
Seems
-2
fine.
wisdom modifier. Yeah. Is that 4 damage? So because it's basically you roll for damage and apply that as a penalty to the
Yeah,
CMB.
I'd say it's probably
Is
a
that
-4.
damage? It was-
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'd say so because you take 4 wisdom damage, right?
All right.
I
Cool.
can check the actual wording of the.
No,
rule
I
on
think
it
that
if you'd
seems.
like
I think
to.
that thing's fine.
That seems
So
about right.
I roll my combat maneuver bonus versus the defender's combat maneuver defense. So
Love it. Love combat maneuvers. You're trying to beat a 28.
cool. And where is my
Stranger things
CMB
have
on my?
happened.
Yeah. And I subtract 4 from that.
Yes.
And my CMB. So take away 4 from this.
Yes. Oh, so he just beats it.
Okay.
I think what ends up happening is so you lunge at him, he grabs you by the throat and clasps down slightly. And I think what you basically see. Give me one moment. Sorry, this is a new mob for me, so I'm just checking their various abilities. Yeah, so I think basically what you see is that this seemed to be a humanoid person. As you're struggling, their legs sort of flicker for a second, and they are suddenly a snake-like being as well. They are both lamias or lamias, and he grips you under the throat and just clasps slightly, and you feel your eyes sort of roll back slightly.
Yeah.
And
Dave, you can see this.
he says, "Take a step back." Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. That was vexing. That was quite
You
vexing.
could try calling out for help. We may not understand you.
On a 6 wisdom, I think he's all right.
Because isn't it in the effects language anywhere?
Yeah, it is, I think.
Yes, it's still fine. Like I'm still within human parameters.
Oh, I meant more because
Within
you had I meant more
parameters.
because you had a snake tail wrapped around your neck.
No, his hand is around Sigmund's neck,
Oh, okay. Well, he's still got something wrapping
or
around your
at
neck.
his throat. Dave,
Yeah.
what are you up to?
Oh god. Fuck.
Are you sure they're still friendly?
I leave the island. Well, they might have been if not shot them. I should probably do something about that one, which is harassing.
And to be fair, Dave, I went in for a non-lethal. So
Good.
Grappling is
Mhm.
super lethal to everyone involved, including the players.
Not really. It's only mentally lethal because of all the fucking maths. What is Dave going to do?
I think you take real life wisdom damage from trying to
Yeah.
evoke grapple.
Mm.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I should have been looking at my spell list well earlier.
I think it's also raining at the moment, just as a color thing here, and some puddles being around here.
Mm.
Okay.
Just conversationally, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
Do a flip.
Sure. Let's do the old classic. I'm going to move.
You tried
to the
diplomacying them to calm down.
Mercy kill Sigmund.
Get out of like immediate arrow range and ear-piercing scream the one that's trying to kill Sigmund.
Probably a good again trying to kill Sigmund.
I always tell them to calm down.
Ah, wait, no, I moved. I can't do it. Never mind. I do not move, but I do scream at the one holding Sigmund and start a bite performance.
Good call. Okay. What kind of save is that? Is it will?
Fortitude. I wish it was will. I
Fortitude.
wish it was.
Fortitude.
I think the last time it didn't succeed was probably hard.
How fortitudinous.
That's a 22.
Yeah, that saves. It only takes half damage from, is it 66 or 5d6? 5d6. All I can do is what I was given, which was 18. That's 9.
So that's 9 points of damage.
That's-
Okay.
And I start a bard performance, so you'll get your +2s.
Someone put some text on the field.
I saw it.
Yeah. So I think his like long elven style ears sort of twitch slightly, and he visibly grimaces at that. He can definitely hear that, and he did not appreciate the sensation.
Leave Sigmund alone! That's what I scream.
What was that, Sigmund?
Leave Sigmund alone!
Leave him alone. He's an innocent boy who's never done a thing wrong in his life. Except all those things he did wrong. Apollyon, it's your turn.
Indeed. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I think Grandpa did start this one.
Possibly.
What, by shooting a man? No, I think that often de-escalates encounters.
Okay, I'm gonna move, first of all, this skeleton over there. There it goes.
Same.
Yes.
Go, Mackenzie. Go.
Mackenzie, go.
Mackenzie. Okay.
Sorry,
I'm
can you
gonna
not see the
move-
nameplates?
No, you can't.
Okay, just as a note, this is disdain, that's vitriol, and that's husk.
Okay.
I mean, with names like that.
with names like that, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably the bad guys.
gotta have a name.
It says
True.
the character named after the Horseman of Famine.
Seems like bad news.
Yeah. Anyhow, okay, so first of all, I'm going to move the skeletons that way. I'm going to move Gilhelm over there. Just going in for the straight old attack, and then Mackenzie and Gilhelm are going to make an attack against this thing. Come on, open my character sheet, please.
They also get +2s, don't forget.
Yeah, they do, they do. Okay, so did I not write down the fucking skeletons again?
What do you fail to do?
Write down the skeletons. Because I know they had.
You've
like,
said it twice now, and I still don't know what you mean by write down the skeletons.
I mean, write down what kind of weapons they have.
Oh,
Two cutlasses, a spear, and something else.
Right.
didn't one of them have like a spear and a net?
Yeah, I think Mackenzie was that. Well, I mean, Sigmund's also in there, so I'm probably not going to toss the net. I do want to throw. I do
Net
want to-
fight.
net
Go
fight.
for it.
I think in that case,
Fuck 'em up.
considering that, I'm gonna fucking finally write this down. So Mackenzie, spear, and net. Then Keith. Let's say that Keith has the dual cutlass, and Hambles has the. Oh wait, yeah, it was a trident and a net, and then a spear and a
that's the one.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. I remember now.
Net and
The tower shield was a regular shield.
a tower shield. Yeah, it was a big
Tower
old
shield, yeah.
thing. Okay, so spear and tower shield. So that means actually that Hambles and Mackenzie can attack because the spear's got the old reach.
It does have reach, yes. Yes.
Okay, so then Mackenzie is going to attack with the trident. What kind of damage does that do? It's a D8. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So what have they got as a bonus? That okay. So that's a slash roll D20 plus 4, counting Dave's stuff. That's 20. Does a 20 hit?
Okay. Let me just double check his AC. That matches, it hits.
Ah, perfect. Okay, so then we've got a D8 plus. Is that bonus for damage as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Sorry.
there is 6 points of damage from the trident. Then Hambles is going to make an attack with the spear, which doesn't hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. I think, he sort of lashes back as, I think the spear takes him,
He
catches him
fucking-
in the tail.
He swings
But,
Sigmund in front of him and it blocks
Ooh.
with the armor.
That's kind of good. I like that.
Okay, and then
Sigmund is manhandled.
and then Gilhelm.
So man, how are you being handled?
And I need the Gilhelm. Where's here it is, my Gilhelm document.
Beautiful son.
And my beautiful son. Okay, so that's a plus 6 on the claw. That's what it looks like.
Cool.
The claw. Okay, so that's plus. Okay, yeah. So plus 6 plus 2 is
Why have I lost half my timelines again?
plus
Fucking roll 20.
8.
Oh, the girls!
No, the gals. Nah, shit.
Aw.
19. Unfortunate
So
miss.
close. And yet, so far.
And yet so far away. Okay, so those miss. And then with Apollyon, I am going to. How far can I move? Not far enough, apparently.
She sprinted.
Touch.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but but that doesn't, because I want to do a touch
Yeah.
attack.
Don't. Can you do touch attack as a charge? I'm not sure you
That's
can.
a good question. Can
That
I
would be
do
so
that,
funny,
Dungeon
but I think you
Master?
can.
Can I?
Can you
Yeah.
what? Do a touch attack as a charge?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, let's fucking go then. I fucking like Gilhelm and the
To hit
skeleton
what?
to hit this guy.
Yeah, where are you ending this?
Is this a good touch or a bad touch?
Um.
Bad, I
Oh
assume.
yeah,
God
shit.
damn it.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah. The
you can
fucking,
Like,
from
where
here,
is
right?
the...
fucking
If you ran
skeletons
to
are
where
in the way.
Gilhelm was, it would be possible, but...
Yeah, but Gilhelm's in the fucking way. Fuck.
Should have thought of that.
Shoot through
I
the
should've-
skeleton's ribs.
I probably can't do that, can I?
Trick shot.
Okay, no. I'm just going to use a spell.
No, run up to here and then bounce whatever spell you've got off Mackenzie's ribs. It's like pool.
Okay. Actually, can I? What's the? No, that's also 20 feet. Because I want to get that thing as well. If I fireball it.
Start aiming a fireball and Sigmund just shakes his head.
Yeah, exactly. I think I will cast. Fuck. This thing looks pretty fucking gnarly, doesn't it?
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
fan.
it's enormous.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people say, people in D&D take up a 5-foot square. This
Yeah.
thing takes up a 10-foot square.
Yes.
But it literally takes up a 10-foot square. Like, it's
Yeah,
10 foot,
it's the
it's
entire-
in all directions.
Buy
It's
the
an absolute unit.
buy the whole 10-foot square. Use the whole 10-foot square.
Yeah. You gotta save on that rent.
Yeah. Okay. I am going
It's
to
efficient,
cast
is what it is.
a scorching ray.
From
And
where? You're not
from-
currently in line of sight.
Oh, true. Well,
You would need to... Oh, you're casting Scorching Ray on him. Okay,
yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you can see him. Fair
I
enough.
can see him. So if I want Ray, and it's a ranged touch attack, and it deals 46 points of fire damage, and I can fire two
Scorching
rays
Ray.
because I am shit.
Don't
I've
those
got-
have
I've-
to be
I've got
different targets?
No, it doesn't. I can be the same
Oh.
target.
Oh.
I am going to do something else, actually. I am going to cast Sanguine Enhancement.
Oh yeah.
Blood time, blood time.
Blood time.
Temporary Pokemon evolution.
Yes. So I think what
And Max
happens
Polly.
is because I've got mage armor on. I think what happens is that sort of at the braces of it, which briefly become visible, like not really the metal, but the material of the mage armor sort of morphs into small spikes that draw blood, which then bursts into flame, and I activate Sanguine Enhancement, which gives me +6 to my inherent bonus to sorcerer level in terms of what powers your bloodline grants you, and the effectiveness of your bloodline powers. So
Nice.
yeah, and it lasts fucking like 2 hours as well.
Dope.
Yeah. So I cast that. I go fucking Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you moving, or is that you? Or is that you?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to here, I think. There we go. That's my turn.
Okay, fair enough.
I've realised I've not put any music on.
Hey, Polly.
Yo.
Glanvar, it's your turn.
I've activated my latent sorcerer's power.
There's blood everywhere.
It's kind of gross.
I know, right?
Right, Glanville is going to move forward to behind Dave.
I don't know.
Yes, only slightly taller than Dave by about a foot, and he is going to launch a flurry of arrows at the nearest, at the one attacking Siggy.
Being attacked. Just saying. Being attacked.
Well, you know, potato, potato. It's point of view.
Help, I'm being oppressed.
You pretty much. Well, if he was up to no.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
High
as well.
perception rolls are no basis for proper government.
Just realised I can't actually do that. Only take the first attack and damage because that's a full round action, which means I can't move to do it.
Okay.
So it's just a standard action. So it's just the first one, the 36 and the 8.
Oh, do you not do the because you moved?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just realised that as I clicked the button, and I thought, blast! It's been too long since I've clicked that button.
Yeah, so I think he takes the arrow again, and he is cursing in several languages you don't recognize.
Probably do though.
Yeah, you probably do, and it's not dinner speech. It's not dinner time conversation.
Wait, you don't know my dinners, man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This movie.
You're definitely not. Right. So that's your turn, right, Glanville?
That's me.
Cool. Sigmund, I need you to make a will save for me, Sigmund.
Don't die roll.
Don't what? Sorry.
Don't die
Don't
roll.
die roll. Roll to not die.
This is a roll to not die. Okay.
I don't think it's
okay.
allowed to not die, but...
A
Not
will.
die any faster than you are normally.
Okay. Is this a fear check?
No. It is mind affecting, but it's not fear.
All right. Oh, this is going to go badly then.
Oh yeah,
Because-
because your
Because my will save is lower because my wisdom is lower. 16.
That's a fail. So
16 isn't that bad actually. Jeez.
Yeah, by comparison.
So the large snake woman who has not gotten up from the bar seat that she sort of sat in, she sat on a bar stool still, and she still has a tankard of ale, and she sips it slightly and then looks up to you, Sigmund, and says, "Come over here for a moment. Sit down." And that is suggestion.
Okay. Do I have to do this?
I believe so. So suggestion. Suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two. Must be worded in a way to make it sound reasonable. Asking the creature to do something obviously harmful ends the spell. And it can continue for up to an hour.
Jesus.
Okay. So
Bad times.
Do you
I
get
guess
other
it's not
saves?
my turn, is it? All right.
No, but on your next turn, you would
Yeah.
presumably have to wander over. Just as an FYI.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she's doing with her turn. Next, it is Cross and the Cross gang. So Cross is going to move probably up to where the skeletons are. Let's say up to 25. If no one stops them, they're going to form a wall in front of you guys to try and protect you.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks, but
Exactly. So like, if you'd rather, she won't.
we can pass through friendlies anyway, can't we?
Yeah.
You can pass through friendlies, yeah. So it's
They
your
are
call.
wearing more armor than me. Having said that, I am wearing mithril armor.
Mm.
Actually, I'm probably less squishy than you.
Yep.
Just because you're NPCs.
Yeah, Dave's a hero unit.
Wait, what? No.
Believe me, you don't want to know.
Yeah. Just nod, move along.
Yeah.
It's pro tips,
Mm.
MLG tips. Anyway, they're gonna move up to loop around the side there. So yeah, Cross is standing there, and her and I think pretty much her entire squad can do this. They're going to start trying to put in some work. So they're sort of overhead throwing these smaller sort of disposable harpoons. Yeah, they're going to open fire on Husk, who's over to the east there. Done the rolling, just checking the stat block there. Weird that the stat block also has stats for a horse. Just in case. So they get +4 on that. So 2 of those hit. And that's 14 points of damage to Husk as these overarching harpoons sort of jab into its sides. I think they're well enough aimed. I think the ones that miss basically bounce against the crystals against the top of it. And as I don't know, I feel like crystals should be sturdier than they are in that game. Apollyon, make me a Apollyon. Dave, make me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Yes, boss.
Perception. Here it goes. 19.
And whatever it is, I just rolled 29. Nice.
So this is very similar to what you guys saw before, in that a large amount of acid comes spilling out of the creature when it takes damage.
No shit.
Ew.
And
it's one of
splatters
those.
against the cobbles around it and the wall around it, and the mortar of the wall begins to crumple downward.
Ooh.
Maybe stick some ranged attacks on that one.
Pro tips. Right. And now it's Husk's turn, who is going to move forward to here, and then I think hold an action.
Oh shit. That can't be good.
Where is it moving?
It moved 1 step forward and then held an action.
Okay, that's extremely foreboding.
Next it is Disdain, who is super unimpressed about being repeatedly attacked this round. So I think he's going to try and take a tumble, try and skedaddle, because he would really rather not be being beaten the shit out of.
Understandable.
So Sigmund, you can roll an attack of opportunity here.
Can I? Am I?
Is that how we ended up? Well, so the suggestion that you got was... That's actually a good question. So suggestion says suggest a cause of activity.
I think the implication is that it's immediate, so you wouldn't be able to do anything first.
Then he's definitely going to take a step back. I suppose he'd still need to do so to avoid potential attacks from Gilhelm and the skeleton anyway.
True.
So I think the way that we were saying this was basically I roll an acrobatics check, and then you guys can try and roll to beat a hit on that. Is that how we basically think you do?
I think
No,
so.
it's an
Yeah.
acrobatics check for tumbling away. It's an acrobatics check against like a fixed.
Is it CMD or something like that? Maybe that seems like something that might be it.
Some BS. Some Pathfinder BS.
Some
Pathfinder. Fuck. All
But I
right, so
found
that's a
it. Never
17 to
again.
beat.
All right. What do I need to? What needs to happen here? Or is he rolling something?
He's rolling, yeah, to get away.
So he rolled a 17 acrobatics check.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think he was always.
It's the opponent's CMD. Yeah.
Oh,
So
right,
yeah,
okay.
roll.
Well, you don't roll it, do you? It's a
Yeah.
set number.
Tell me your CMDs.
Well, Gilhelm's CMD is
Isn't it usually
18.
BAM plus?
CMD
Oh,
18.
you already have one. Okay,
Yeah.
so Gilhelm gets an attack of opportunity.
and for the skeleton it's 14. So skeleton doesn't.
Okay, so roll to attack for Gilhelm.
Yes. So that's is +6 and the body performance, so +2 +8. Oh, bloody hell!
Oh,
Just short of it.
again.
Yeah, so that's a miss, unfortunately. And yeah, it's basically because he darts backward at a speed that's kind of surprising to make the distance there. He's going to sort of step further into the gloom of the tavern.
Right.
Basically just making some distance so that he doesn't continue to be peppered with arrows.
Hmm.
And I think he spends the remainder of his turn scowling and trying to pull an arrow out of his shoulder.
Right.
Sigmund, it's your turn.
I guess I have to move inside and sit next to this person.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Sigmund
I
just
think
like,
we'll
looks
say-
over to Dave, and you just see like tears running down his face as he starts walking
I don't
in.
know if that's how it works, but okay.
Alright, maybe
So I
not.
think vitriol. Sorry, after you.
I think how suggestion works is that it basically lulls you into a state of thinking where you think that is a good idea.
Basically you think
Yeah.
it's chill. Hence why
Like, it's
obviously
not a-
harmful actions thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
okay,
like a
so I just
control
walk in.
person thing or anything like that.
Yeah.
What's more natural to Sigmund than walking into a bar?
Yeah, it's funny how you don't realize how depressing this kind of thing is until you see it. Huh?
Yeah.
So I think, she sort of pats the bench that she's sitting at, sips her ale, and says, much better. Meanwhile, outside, Husk, Sigmund having moved, runs his held action.
Okay.
He
Now
would-
we're all lined up like skills.
Oh no!
So I need.
Oh shit! This is a bad situation, guys.
We are exactly all lined up like skittles.
Okay, I need everyone as far as Dave, but not Apollyon, to roll a reflex save.
Oh
Like
shit!
Gandalf.
I'm safe apparently.
Lamvar's safe. Not Sigmund. Gilhelm,
a
I think, is
reflex, you
safe
said.
just based on the wall.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
The Donkey Kong is 19.
Okay,
Oh,
skeleton
phew.
1 fail, skeleton 2 fail, skeleton 3 success.
Nice.
Just out of the way.
So
And
Keith-
there's also
Keith succeeds.
3 paladins involved, so I'm gonna, including. Okay, so one of them rolled a crit. Yeah, so only one of them took the damage there. Okay. So I believe that negates damage. So basically, once every 1d4 rounds, it can spray a fine mist of acid in a 30-foot cone as a standard action. Creatures in the area take 66 points of damage and continue to for the next 1d3 rounds.
66.
That's nasty.
But a
Bloody hell.
reflex saving throw halves the initial damage and negates the ongoing damage. So
Okay.
that is 66 damage, which I'll roll for you now.
I'm taking half of whatever you roll, but I'm not taking. Ow.
6d6? I thought you said 66.
That's not a
No.
lot. You rolled a 29, so I'm taking what 14 points of damage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the skeleton's gone. Bloody hell. There they
Oh, well,
go.
all of them?
Yeah.
Even with the half
They only
damage?
have like
They've
4
got 4 hit
points.
points, man.
Oh, man. Never forget. How much
Yeah.
do these paladins have? I just threw up a stat sheet. No, these ones are for the most part okay. How many of them actually survived? Okay, only one of them took the full damage. The remainder just took half.
Oh, I didn't enter
Oh.
that.
Valid. Dave, taking damage for the first time in however long.
No, I've been taking a bit more damage. This module since I got my rapier.
Ah, fuck. I need to pull something, but I really need Sigmund to leave that fucking space.
Yep.
Right.
Fine. I think we'll do saves on your turn, Sigmund, if that sounds good. Like, I'm not really down for it just being like, and then it lasts for the next 8 hours. Because
Yeah,
that seems like a
exactly.
shitty spell.
Yeah, that's a shitty spell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Pathfinder, man. All that pathfinding and not enough. Not that.
Call it around and then call it.
Yeah, that seems reasonable
That
to
seems
me.
reasonable, yeah.
Sorry, I was just handling the damage for the
That's fine.
Tide Knights.
Ladies. Again.
The lady squad. It's been slightly dilapidated. I think basically Cross and the person next to her raised their shields. And the one who's right at the front is properly fucked by it. Like it's a rough one. So yeah, Dave, it's now your turn.
Oh, that wasn't good at all. Ooh. Sigmund, why did you go inside? Sigmund.
You are right back there. Cross says, sort of bracing in front of you, along with the time.
That wasn't fun.
It wasn't great, and there's like steam rising off your armor, I think.
Yeah. Ooh. I have an idea.
Oh yeah.
I finally used a scroll. I'm looking at the wrong wiki. I was about to go. I was like, oh, I need the wiki. It's like putting in Wikipedia. No, not that one.
I really want to get fucking. No, I can't. I'm not going to be able to get Sigmund out of there before it's my turn, am I? Actually,
You could send in Gelhelm to pick him up like a child.
I could do
In a
that.
papoose.
It's actually, honestly, a perfect idea.
Hey, Polly, you've got.
Yeah.
Oh no, the net's
Huh?
gone. Is the net gone?
The net's fucking
is it still
dissolved,
there?
I think.
Ah. Anyone else have a net?
Or maybe is the net still there, DM? This is acid damage, so possibly not.
As in from your former skeleton?
Yeah,
Roll a d20. Fortune roll.
sure. Here, ooh. 3.
No.
Net's gone.
Wow.
No.
Damn it.
Insofar as maybe some parts are left, but not enough to strictly construe a net.
Mm.
Okay, I might have a net, which is to
Okay.
say I could maybe do my special skill, but I'm not going to. What I'm gonna do?
Oh, summon nets. Yeah, that's a good one.
No, the what's it called? Well prepared.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
My halfling feat, where I can summon small insignificant things.
God, I actually fucking love that move. That is such a
It's
good
so
move.
cool.
And
I
it's
really
in
love it.
Pathfinder.
It's really fun. It's not overpowered because it's only up to a certain point. What I'm going to do is I've got an idea. Excuse me. Squeeze through. What is the range on this? 25. Oh yeah, I'm within range. I'm going to pull out a scroll I've had for like 5 modules and cast Pup Shape on the husk thing.
Oh shit.
What
Hey.
the fuck is pup
You
shape?
transform
I remember
the
Pub
subject
Shape. I gave you
animal-
that.
You give me that. There you go.
Yeah, it was an
I'll give
Arbella
you
one.
that.
It was an Arbella one.
Transform the subject animal into a small magical beast or a magical beast one size category smaller than the original creature, so I guess it's something pretty big, but you know. Creating
That
a young
sounds
magical version of
adorable.
itself for a short period of time. The target only has 1 hit dice. The target takes a -4 penalty to strength, constitution, intelligence, and wisdom. A
Jesus.
non-evil creature that attempts to attack, it must succeed a will saving throw. To become...
Okay, so I need to roll
Feelings
a
of guilt.
fortitude save. What is your spell save DC?
Negates and will special, it says. Oh no. I don't know. It's
So it's a 3rd level spell, so maybe let's just use whatever your spell DC is for 3rd level spells.
okay, which is something like 18? Hold on, let me check. It is 18.
Okay.
We so upset if this doesn't work.
Come on, Husk. 18, beat it.
Oh no! Says Dave as the scroll fizzles into nothing.
Yeah, so I think it's the scroll does catch a light and sort of burn away. And yeah, Husk still seems to be approximately the
use
size
that
of a
scroll
camel.
as well.
It's a good one.
Last
That's a
time I was
good
going to use it was on the dire octopus, and I was going to put it in my heady haversack.
Oh, ooh,
That's so good. I love that. I love
That's
that so
so
much.
harsh.
But then Clanvar like 1-hit killed it, so it was fine.
Seems
Sorry.
fine.
I've been looking forward to using that scroll for so long. That's just all the cookie crumbles.
Mm.
Yeah.
Beans, says
That's-
Dave.
Ah, beans.
That is, I've moved and I've made an action. Longer performance is in effect, so I've still got the what's it, but yeah, that's me. Now I'm at the front. Ooh.
Okay.
Who is it now?
Now it's me,
Wait.
Apollyon Buckhart.
Polly and the significantly smaller Apollyon
Entourage, yeah.
Just It's just
Fucking
Gilhelm
hell.
now.
Okay, so I want Gilhelm to get Sigmund out of there. Plan A, run up to him, pick him up like a child, and run away. Plan B, use the grappling.
Grappling bear.
I was
cling.
wondering why you weren't using the grappling thing.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna try and use the grappling thing.
Does the grappling thing shoot for AC or touch AC? I can't remember.
Let's see.
That's a good point, because if it's shooting for AC at Sigmund, it's not going to work.
But I can shout that he has to, like, let it get him, and, like, the armor can protect him from the damage, but if he, like, actively works to get clamped by it...
That's a good point, I suppose. I mean...
I'm going to let Philo and Ron, you just, like, I don't understand how to... I'm up for that. I think that if Sigmund has the ability to kind of... I don't know what Sigmund can and can't respond to under a suggestion spell.
That's a good point. Maybe make a will save, Sigmund, and pass it against, touch AC or something. Fail it against regular.
I guess.
Okay.
Well, yeah, my wisdom is down, so my will save is down, so that's not very good.
It does kind of reflect the fiction, though.
Yeah, 13.
So yeah, I think in that case you're probably having to go against his AC.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So... What is over here exactly? Is that water? That.
No, it's another street.
Right. What is this? Is this a wall or a window?
Wall. It's essentially from above. It's a tiled rooftop.
Right.
So it's
I can't
essentially,
really do-
Husk kind of thingies it up. It's essentially there's an alleyway going this way.
Oh, I see.
You see?
Okay. Yeah, because I'm
But
basically-
Husk
I was
acts
thinking,
as a wall.
I was
so
thinking, I was thinking about whether I could do this and just fucking like ram Sigmund through the other side of the wall.
you certainly could. That would put probably Gilhelm in danger.
True.
I mean, Gilhelm can be rebuilt.
That is also
That's
true.
harsh. That's
That is
harsh, I guess.
And he does have a
Impossible.
massive health pool.
There's
mean-
Sigmund.
True. What? How much health does Sigmund have?
I don't even know for sure if this lady's gonna try and kill him.
Yeah, look, they fucking juiced my skeletons, so they're not gonna get off
Oh, you're
easy.
angry. Okay, fair enough. Play the character you. The player character should be played,
Mm.
buddy. I understand.
Their pet killed my pets.
Okay, so what I want to...
Does Sigmund have an opportunity to...
How-
Because Sigmund is mind controlled, so he can't even really say things, can he?
Oh no,
yeah,
I mean,
well, he's-
you've sat down. I
Because
mean,
I
Yeah,
think-
suggestion
I
is
think-
not a mind control. Suggestion is
If
not a
Sig-
mind control.
So if Sigmund has enough wherewithal
Hmm.
in him to know that this is
Oh shit!
not
I have
quite
an
right.
idea.
Suggestion.
Okay, is it feasible for Sigmund to sit down as part of this suggestion to sit down and order a drink?
Yeah, that seems fun.
I
Okay.
have
Like,
one.
That's the kind
order-
of thing that he would do if it was someone
Yes.
who was not suspicious. After.
Sigmund would like to loudly order a fireball whiskey.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, well, I will tell you something. I'm not going to cast Fireball. This is something worse.
Cast Lemon Ball instead.
Okay.
You don't want to juice your other boy either.
What was the question that she asked, casting the suggestion?
It wasn't a question. It was just.
It
come
was
sit
it-
here.
it was something like, yeah.
Was it
why
come
don't you
sit
come
on this
sit down
chair?
or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I shout out to Sigmund? Sigmund! Keep the chair to your ass and run away! Then you're still sitting down, aren't you?
Yeah?
It's not.
It's
that's
quite
not
nice in here.
Not really how it works.
I know, but I'm just trying to make this
He's
work.
trying to
somehow.
fey lawyer it. I don't know that that's how anything works.
No,
don't-
basically, you can pick up that by Sigmund loudly ordering this fireball whiskey, he is telling you, go. Like, you get what he's saying, even if you're doing something different. He's
Okay, buddy.
No.
Like, what's your health total, actually?
right now.
Yeah.
It is
Oh.
101 hit
It does
points.
say the spell
Yeah,
ends
okay,
and the
I'm
subject
fucking
finishes
blasting
what
you
it was
with
asked to
this.
do.
That's a good question, actually.
That's a good question.
That
Is
is what
it?
the spell says.
That's a
Does it?
very good question.
Oh, beans.
She should have said, "Sit down and stay here with me," and then
Yeah.
it might have worked. But
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
it says the suggested course of activity can continue for the entire duration, but it doesn't say anything about like. Yeah. Okay, that seems valid. Fair enough. I think you're sat here, but yeah, I think you could, in that case, not resist being grappled by Wilhelm, just to loop back.
In that case,
Okay.
I want Gilhelm to run over.
We do actually before that we do get the shot. Sigmund's like, so we don't get the ordering a fireball whiskey thing. That doesn't happen. But
Okay.
we do get Sigmund sit down and goes, just nods at this lady sitting next to him and goes, oh shit.
Wait, why did I do that?
She kind of chuckles slightly at that.
Okay, what I want Gilhelm to do is get over there, pick up Sigmund and the chair that he's sitting on if need be.
I like the idea that Apollyon has given Gilhelm a very literal command, so he does just grab the chair.
Yeah, and then pick him up and run as far away to here as possible.
Okay, so presumably she's going to take an attack of opportunity, probably against
Yeah,
Gilhelm.
she can go ahead and fucking do that.
Ooh. Or she could be really vindictive.
Oh no.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Alright, yeah, monsters do what the monsters do, man. Go ahead. What's this gonna be?
That's a 23 against touch AC, Sigmund.
On me?
Sigmund?
Yeah, I think she's... Because you're being moved out of the space.
What does she want with you?
Okay. Yeah, that hits my touch AC.
Because she's also a Lamia. And
Sure.
also has the Wisdom Drain ability.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
So you take 2 points of Wisdom damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Wisdom drain, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Gilhelm is gonna fucking cart lobotomize Sigmund out of there. Okay.
Cool. Okay, right. Wisdom 4.
Mm. How
I think
far...
many barbarians have gone by with less.
True, very true.
No barbarian anymore though.
Okay, so I did that first move. I want to pick him up. How far can I then still move? Because I only moved 10 feet to get there.
I'll say that you can still use your other 20 feet of movement. I always thought it was weird that you couldn't. So, you know.
I mean, Gilhelm has got 30 feet normally as
Yeah.
one move, so...
So you do 10, pick up
Oh, right,
20.
yeah. Okay. Sure, then I want to drag him over here. And as... Actually, yeah, just fucking all the way back at it, if I can. With
Okay.
the other movement. Or is
Can I
picking
just-
up Sigmund an action?
I think picking up Sigmund is an action in this
Okay,
scenario.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay, 20 feet then.
So I'm just
You-
looking at this the wisdom table for Pathfinder, and wisdom 4. The examples of this are a giant maggot or a bogwid. And the description of what is represented by wisdom 4 is seemingly incapable of planning.
Wait, hang on, that's just you normally.
Anyway.
That's you normally.
There's
Yeah.
no difference here.
Okay.
If I drop even one more, I'll be down to rarely notices important or prominent items, peoples, or occurrences.
Nice. You've got
So
no,
again,
no object
just-
permanence.
Normally. We've
Okay.
still got at least 2 or 3
So
hit points
can
here,
you
guys. Don't
can
worry.
you move Sigmund to where I've dragged him, Matt? Is that okay by you?
Next to
yeah,
next to
yeah, next
yes,
to
here,
Gilhelm.
right?
What, are you okay?
Okay.
I think he's scratched up, but like he seems pretty unharmed. But like, how does this look for Sigmund? I feel like I've
Just
taken
the
some
biggest
mistakes.
double thumbs up.
Oh,
I feel great.
it's frat boy Sigmund. Oh no.
Way.
Hey, lads.
Lads,
In fact, yeah,
lads.
we definitely get a lads jam.
Nice.
Boys on tour.
Boys on tour.
Boys on world tour.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We are boys on world tour. We've lost our girl.
Yeah, true.
Miss her.
Okay, and then it's Apollon's action himself. And I'm going to use a bloodline power. Where's my fucking character sheet? Here it is. I am going to use Grasp of the Dead. which
not very
is
pleasant.
a 20-foot radius, and deals 1d6 per sorcerer level. Effectively, I am now a 16th level sorcerer because of Sanguine
God.
Enhancement.
Ooh. Fuck.
So this is going to be
God dice.
Is there any sort of save or what?
there's a reflex to half. That's it.
Jesus. Man, that's
And
a
if
hefty
they
one.
fail, they are immobile for a round.
Ooh, so you get a free round off of that as well.
Absolutely.
It would be
man.
quite handy to interrogate some people, maybe. As
Nope,
Dave watching Polly's eyes start to glow.
Yeah. I think at that point, like, Apollyon's eyes are bright, like, gold yellow with fire, and he raises, like, one index finger towards them. And I think you hear sort of all, like, sound, like, of the rain that is going on, sort of being sucked away for a moment. And I think Apollion's going to say, you know, my uncle taught me this neat little trick. I'm going to need some new skeletons. How about you? And I cast Grasp of the Dead.
What is the spell save DC? Does it go up because you get the +6 there as well?
Let me take a look. The DC
Hmm.
is 18.
No, 'cause, yeah.
They all pass.
Seriously? Like,
22, 25,
22
30.
points of damage, dude. That's a lot.
well, look at all those ones. But yeah, anyhow. Yeah, there it is. Okay, they all pass, sure. They all take.
So they all take 22 points of damage.
They all take 22
Are
points
they
of damage.
immobile for the round still?
No, that's if they fail.
Right, okay. What does this look like?
Well, what this looks like is it is described as follows: a swarm of skeletal arms in a 20-foot radius deal slashing damage. So I think what happens here is that as Apollyon casts this sort of fiery spell, because I think this is something he learned from his uncle, and he's got that fire theme going on. Instead of them coming from the ground, I think what happens is that sort of like around them, basically, these fiery skeletal arms sort of all materialize in the air, sort of sticking on them like in all sorts of directions. And as the spell fires, they all sort of sink their claws in and drag down. I think that is what the spell looks like.
Metal. Apollyon summons a like late 80s death metal band.
Death metal band, yeah.
Cover.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think among the skeleton arms, actually, I think for some of them, like sort of the front of the skeleton also materializes, and I think you see Pyro Pete and fucking
Amanda.
and Burning Bunkin, Mackenzie, Keith, Hambles, Bonehead.
Never forget.
All of them, you see them for a moment as
Oh,
they
look
all
at that.
drag down and deal big ass amounts of fucking slashing damage.
Big whammy,
Yeah,
as far as whammy goes.
yeah. And I think as that happens, sort of with like a like all of the sound from like the rain and stuff sort of whooshes back in.
Oof. That was a rough one. Glamvar, it's your turn.
I am going to launch a flurry at the fine living wall.
It is a living wall. That's not inaccurate.
Mhm.
Here comes the flurry.
Oh shit!
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Damn it!
You did hit the wrong button.
Oh, what a waste of a crit!
I mean, not really, because that
I mean-
would still have been the case. Well, might have been the
Yeah.
case if I did hit the flurry instead. Oh,
Yeah,
I'll pull
because
round
do
action.
you get a minus modifier to the flurry? Because like you could still use those rolls technically.
That's a good point. We can say that was your first strike. I'm down with that.
Yeah, like you can't take. Yeah, it's like those. Those are the dice rolls that happen. You just roll them again.
Yeah.
The next ones.
We'll just double the damage or triple the damage. Triple the damage on your first attack of the flurry.
Triple
You triple the
blow.
dice roll.
Yes.
Would you
So
mind if I just
roll a
click
flurry?
Yeah,
Yes.
and we'll just ignore the first two
Yes.
slots because it's too confusing for me to do the maths on the fly.
Fair enough. It's Pathfinder. We understand.
That's the reason why I write macros.
Valid. So third one doesn't hit. The other ones do.
Right, so 7. That's with the critical one, so that's got to be
21, 26.
Is it?
Plus, yeah, because it's 7 times 3, which is 21, and that's plus
no,
5.
it's not. I don't know. I
You
forgot how
you
critical.
triple the dice roll, and then you add your normal modifiers.
So that's 2 times 3, so 6 plus 5, 11.
What? Oh, are you using the dice roll from the original roll here? Oh, okay, fair enough. So yeah,
Well,
that would be 11. Yeah, sorry.
11 plus 13 plus 1 because of how I've got my
Mhm. So that's
Dave.
20, 25.
handicap.
Oh yeah, plus 2 on each of those. So that's
I've already done the plus
20.
2s.
Oh, have you? Okay. So that's
you're
25.
remembering Haggers. I have everyone.
Third one doesn't hit. Fourth one does. That's 37 points of damage.
Nice.
Jesus.
Hammer the
Big
gap.
whammy.
Yeah.
The gap is thoroughly hammered, and yeah, there is a huge gout of acid from Husk's body as arrows sort of sprout from it, and it staggers backwards and roars, and its mouth you can just see is a pool of smoking acid, with like a tongue rising up out of it.
I think I upset it.
Gee, you think?
Okay, so next it's Vitriol's turn. She actually, oh, I suppose she suggested last time. I was wondering why she hadn't
Oh,
done very
shit.
much yet.
Oh shit! I miscalculated
On
on the DC for
how much should it have been?
It would have been because it's 10 plus half your sorcerer level, which is plus 8 because I was 16 technically, plus your charisma modifier, which is
5.
not now, not when I've got it's plus 6 when I've got Eagle Spender on. It's 4 plus 4, so that would have actually been 22.
Right. Okay. Hang on. Give me a moment. I'll double check. They do still all beat it. It's 22, 25, 31.
Bloody hell!
It was good rolls on their front. Oh, they have decent fortitude modifiers.
It's not fortitude; it's reflex.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I did roll with reflex. Okay, so Vitriol, she is going to push up out of the chair finally, and sort of scowl, I think, at that. She is. What am I going to go for here? I think she'll step up to the doorway, and let me just check the range on that one to be sure. Yeah, okay, that works. Dave, can you make a...
Yes.
Dave, can you make a will save, please?
Yes.
She just gives a kind of slightly phased sigh, and she doesn't seem to be that banged up. You know, the others have taken a fair amount of damage. She's only taken Apollyon's hits so far. And I think she pushes up out of the seat, sort of walks over quite slowly, has one hand in her hair, like neatening her curls, which are slightly out of sorts. And yeah, Dave, make a will save.
It was a 27.
Oh, nice. I think that negates it then. I'm almost 100% sure that negates it. Basically, what happens is, if you make a Knowledge Arcana, actually, I'll just tell you what the spell is.
Well, I'll take a 10, which makes it a 22.
She was trying to cast Deep Slumber on you.
Hey, I know
which
that
would put
spell.
you to
That's a
sleep.
good idea, says Dave.
Oh, there you go. It's giving you the insider tactics. Cross's folks, they're gonna move forward and try and block off Husk because, well, actually they probably won't because they've seen the bloody thing with the acid as well.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna move forward enough to cover you, Dave, because you are a small boy who should be protected.
Even though I hated to add, I do have 70 hit points and mithril armor.
Yep, and you're a
am
teenager.
PC.
And you're a teenager. So 2 of them hit, 2 of them
20
miss.
charisma of adorable.
One of them does crit though. Okay, so those 2 both actually do hit, which is cool.
They hitting?
Just need to check the modifiers. They're throwing harpoons again at Husk,
Okay.
but doing so at a range where they're not going to get fucking injured by the.
Very sensible.
Yeah, it's paladins, man. High wisdom, sometimes.
I'm wondering if they have the ability to undo ability damage.
Restoration? That's a good point. I'm literally
Do
just
have
using a
access
pre-code.
if they're above level 3 to cleric spells, so
Yeah, that sounds dope.
no. They don't, I lied. But they restoration seems like the kind of thing a paladin should be able to cast at some point.
They
Like
do
just
have
the
lesser
damage.
restoration just in this stat block, which
there
I
you go.
think would include that. So yes, they would be able to fix Sigmund post this
Okay,
fight.
that's a
Well,
relief.
you know. In fact, is that something that you mentioned? You're genre savvy enough that you might well know that a paladin has this ability.
Well, I don't know if I'm savvy enough to know that it's happened that Sigmund needs fixing though. Because I said, "Are you okay?" And he went, "Yeah, I'm fine, lads."
That's a good point. That is very similar to how Sigmund is normally. I think
Maybe a paladin might be able to tell better than Dave, but they might not know
yeah,
necessarily how to look.
probably not in the middle of a full-scale fight.
Yeah,
No,
Sigmund, you're just gonna hang on.
Yeah, I suspect that they're probably going to clock once there's a little bit of downtime to consider that he's been whacked with something.
Yeah, potentially. So it's Husk's turn now. The other 2 paladins threw harpoons and missed. Oh. So the acid spray regenerates after 1d4 rounds, and I just rolled a 1.
Nice.
So Husk is going to take 2 steps forward, sort of blocking. What's her name?
Vitriol?
Vitriol?
Vitriol. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, her nameplate was blocked by Husk, who just blocks everything because he is
at all.
a big old Tetris block. Anyway.
There comes the copyright strike.
Ah, shit, no, not again.
I still can't believe that we actually.
Oh, shit, this isn't... How does a 30-foot cone work?
There's a wall.
There's not a wall anymore, because, like, the wall is here. So it made sense that it was coming as a channel before, but now...
You basically start one square, then you go every square you go forward, you go out by a square as well, until you've gone 30 feet in distance. I think it's the rough way for doing it.
Is there? Oh, for when you were doing our beautiful future mon, is there still a map that's got all the spell effects on it?
Oh, that's a good point, actually. There was something labeled spell effects on here.
Yeah.
Let me hop over there quickly and see if
You
there's
mean
something
the
that
thing
looks like
you
a
use
cone.
for Arbello? That one. You mean, yeah, that should still be on there.
Yeah, at any rate, I sense another reflex save in my immediate future.
Yeah, you should probably get on that.
I'll just do it now.
I'm not going to tell you what to do with your time.
My saves have been okay, but I might have just jinxed it by saying that.
Yeah, famous last word. What the fuck?
Oh, no,
Why
it's
did
fine.
you
I
think
got
that was a
30.
good idea?
I'm fine. I just teleport out of the way.
Like the words of that American general whose famous last words were, "Don't worry, those snipers couldn't hit the broadside of up."
That's a rough one. It's rough, buddy. I don't really know how to get these spell effects working the way I want.
So I said, if you said it's roughly, I
Yep.
think if you
Got a cone here, but I don't... Like, if I extend that up to...
yeah, but now it's clipping, now it's snapping to the corner. You want it to snap to the middle, don't you?
Yeah. If I hold out, sometimes that helps it play ball a little bit better. Roll 20! Because it's kind of like that, isn't it? Is that approximately 30 feet?
I think so, yeah.
That seems vaguely
that
right.
seems alright, yeah.
So yeah, just...
Ow.
I think everyone gets it.
I think we do.
Apollyon, I think you're fine.
Yeah? Okay.
I feel like you're just at the distance for it.
Well,
I mean,
there's also the distance as
hang
well, then.
yeah, that's a good point. Let me. So if it starts off from the corner of him, then does that make more sense? I think in that case that is definitely Apollyon, but not Glanvar. So it's everyone but Glanvar and Cross, I think.
Okay.
Like I said, I got a 30.
Sure.
Nice.
Is that a reflex?
Can't touch
you
this.
want?
Yep.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's a
Hands, I
reflex
said
save, I
touch.
believe.
Right, okay. Reflex.
Yeah, it is.
Impressive
Donkey
to
Kong
get
of
all
19.
30.
Okay.
Oh.
bugger.
Oh, there it goes.
This is rough as well because it does continue every round if you fail the save.
Oh no. What if they
He
get
did
healed?
only roll a 15 though.
Well, I mean, that's
Um,
still pretty
Oh,
fucking
well, am I
serious.
taking 7 then?
You're taking 7 points of damage. Sigmund, reflex save.
Like, that is
Okay,
more than
that's-
a quarter of my health.
Ooh,
Yeah, that
Dave.
seems fine. That
Fine,
seems
I'm within range to come and heal you, you squishy wizard.
Oh, I've
you
got...
squishy wizard man, you.
That's alright, I'm sorry.
17.
All of the Tide Knights fail.
Oh no!
As a unit,
Again.
they all fail. Gilhelm as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sigmund, you take
This
15
man-
points of damage.
Is this man specifically aimed for not Glanvar?
He
No,
said,
the ball in the way.
you're cool. Which is interesting considering Glanvar was the one who fucked him over just now.
Yeah, Gilham doesn't save either.
So 17 points of damage was that?
15 points of damage, and remind me next round because you will also then take another 66 damage.
Oh, so 17 wasn't enough.
No, the Donkey Kong is 19.
Okay.
Bloody hell.
Okay, so yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna, if I put it on the map layer, then it's kind of,
Oh, you
This
said
is an
15,
idea.
right?
yeah, 15 points of damage. So one of the Tide Knights is down. I think she goes down heavily. I think she's probably knocked out as opposed to actually dead. Cross looks
Well,
bad.
She is standing next to people that can lay on hands.
Yeah, it's funny how Paladin squad, you know. She's down to 13 hit points. Cross also down. This
No,
one's
not
fine.
fast.
She's up. You know what I mean? She's taken damage.
Oh, right.
Oh, and I actually didn't notice these two were also caught in it. One of them passes. One of them is fine. I'm going to take a guess and say it's probably the one at the back.
That would make sense.
That seems logical. That seems like
And
how
then
things
Polly
might
was
break
right at
out.
the very back and still completely beefed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He did. Notorious beefer Apollyon Buckhart.
Well, Glanbar just notices this happening as it passes by his beard.
Yeah.
Just leaves the end of it smoking again. Just to... That's a good visual.
That's a good look.
He just sort of leans to the left after it clears to look at what the hell that came from.
Yeah.
The thing you shot, you saw what it came anyway.
I know, but it was just the.
Yeah, so.
Valid.
Which can
Valid.
you do?
Okay, sorry about that.
It's
Paladin
the.
help.
It's the. I'm confused. You didn't attack me. Look.
Yes. Bad day's over, Gladman.
Oh God.
Gladman.
I don't know where that
It's
came
the ship
from.
name.
The ultimate fusion.
If I ever have to play Glanvar again, and I've got to come up with an alter ego, it's going to be Gladmund.
Gladman.
Nice.
Ugh. Dislike.
Love it.
Oh,
love
it's
it.
very hot and my brain's starting to melt.
No, no.
Okay, well it is Disdain's turn, and then we shall call it. So, I'm just thinking about what Disdain is actually going to do, based on where he's standing. He can't really get anywhere, which isn't helpful. He's kind of blocked in here.
Does Disdain like fruit? Because if so, I'll offer him
I
despair.
just realised who these guys have reminded me of. Slightly less annoying, but they're reminding me a bit of the Calypso twins.
Oh, they're kind of that vibe. Yeah, I do get that. Hmm. Her. You know what? One of them's going to try something similar. He also has deep slumber, so he's going to give it a go on you, Dave. Make a will save. Lower save amount because he is a weaker Lamia.
You fucking piece of shit.
Ooh, Philo, so I don't forget, could you just whack an acid token on Sigmund, please?
That's a good point. I should make an acid token on the
And
folks
was it
who did
Glambor?
make
Did
the save.
Glambor? Giltham.
Yeah, and Napoleon as well.
It's fine. Shrug. Well, 16. I don't know if that's enough to save against this dude.
That is enough to save. That is
Oh.
that is fine. This is fine.
Stop casting spells on me.
No,
Not gonna work.
it might. Fuck you.
Too powerful. I mean, look at me. I radiate power.
Look at me. I'm a deeply intimidating teenager.
To be fair, my intimidation is very high because I've got good charisma.
Did Gilhelm get got as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. My intimidate
You
is
made the
+5.
save, didn't you? Jesus, it's a deeply intimidating young boy. Right.
Actually, that's actually one of my lower skills because I've not put any ranks in it.
Oh, concerning. Bards, man.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I think that's us for this week. I think interesting little fight. I don't know. I kind of like my quirky mini boss squads.
They are
Yes,
indeed
they
a
are
quirky
good
mini
Pokemon
bot squad.
Very much so.
What was that?
Calypso twins.
Yeah, that is a kind of vibe.
Snakes.
Yeah, snake folks. They're good. I like them.
Snake or snelves.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, basically. Now that I think about it, they are Lamias, rules as written, which means snake centaurs, which I'm into,
I'm familiar.
and Husk as himself. Right. Okay. So I think that's as good for the week. Good
Oh.
game, everyone. Quality James.
Mm-hmm.
Hope everyone has a good week, and potentially next time. Goodbye from the wonderful world of PATHCO. Now get the hell out of my stream.